Hello, so this is going to be the start of a Let's Play or a replay of Aliens vs Predator 2. We'll start as the Marine. I think I did it in this order the last time. Like, was it Marine, Alien, then Predator, or maybe just Marine, Predator, then Alien? I don't know. We'll go for the Marine anyway. I'll stay relatively quiet for this.
Hurry up, Frosty. We ain't got all day.
Don't you have work to do?
Everybody's waiting on you. Heck, I even prepped your gear for you. Isn't that nice of me?
Thanks, dude. I'll remember who's asked to pull out of the fire first when everything goes to hell.
Duke, we have an operation to run here. Quit flirting and get back to work.
Commander on the deck?
Gather round and listen up. 6 weeks ago, the Weyland-Yutani Corporation lost contact with a research facility on LV-1201. We're here to find out why. Duke, what are we looking at?
A suicide mission. Hell, we're still short 8 soldiers and our synthetic after that last drop. Half our equipment's out of commission.
There's time pressure involved, and we won the distance lottery. Skip the commentary and tell us what we're dealing with.
The basic layout is 2 heavily fortified installations, primary operations complex and forward observation pods. The sites are connected by a secured tunnel network.
Johnson, flight plan.
Not much to work with, sir.
I vote for an airstrike, sir.
Negative. The higher-ups want the site intact, survivors or not. We're cleared for light and medium munitions, but no heavy stuff. That means no airstrikes and no Alice. Sorry, Harrison.
We're supposed to evac survivors?
Our orders are to put out fires, then dig in and wait for the 6th.
Assuming we last that long.
Beta section will remain here until the ground position is secure.
All right, boys, let's roll.
We're at 1,500 meters to the landing beacon. Hold on, boys. Where's the damn facility? We should be right on top of it. What the? Hang on.
I love how nonplussed they all look as their aircraft is almost crashing. Though I guess it's better than screaming, isn't it?
Johnson, where the hell did you learn to fly?
Flight school. The same place that taught me not to fly blind in hurricane winds.
What'll it take to get airborne?
A landing beacon and wind shear data for a start. Plus the ship's a little beat up. Stabilizer's jammed. I can fix it, but it'll take me an hour or so. The antenna's fried, though.
So much for calling down reinforcements.
Once we control the complex, we'll control an entire subspace array. Hall, red team, get the power online. White team, locate security control. Blackwell, you take Shugi and Harrison and make for the landing bay. We need that wind shear radar up and the landing site clear and powered. Once you've done that, activate the beacon.
You heard the man. Move it.
Okay, so yeah, this is Aliens vs Predator 2. The sequel to Aliens vs Predator 1. The 1999 game by Rebellion. Though this is Monolith. I was going to say soft, Monolith Soft, but that's the RPG maker, isn't it, from Japan? I suspect there's something after Monolith though, like Monolith Productions maybe? It's Monolith anyway. They made was it No One Lives Forever games, also Blood 2, Shogo, and a few other things. But yeah, essentially we play, or at least in this campaign, we play as a Marine. It sort of builds on how the story works in Aliens to create a compelling narrative for the player character to feel like they're almost in the movie. We'll get into it, you'll see what I mean. Or you may have seen what I mean with the original playthrough. It follows a lot of the same beats as the movie, or the second movie, Aliens, and just expands on it a bit and adds its own flavour. Like here we are hacking the entry door, like is it Hudson who does the hacking?
Harrison, scout ahead. We'll cover you.
So this guy has the same voice actor as us, which is a bit weird. He doesn't even put a voice on. I'll just get past this bit. Oh dear. Essentially, this early section is just introducing us to the Marine, getting you a good feel of how the campaign is going to work. The fact it's more horror focused. There's a lot of build up and spooks in it, like so. So you get a lot of scripted events meant to terrorize you and get you a bit worried. We're completely safe in this early section though. Oh dear. Oh god. Look at that.
Negative. I'm still reading normal life signs. Maybe his transmitter got knocked out.
Sir, there's no way we're getting through this rubble.
Understood. Fall back to the LZ. Harrison, if you can hear me, head for the POC and get the power online or we're in big trouble.
So yeah, essentially what I wanted to say is the story for this is quite unique. Each of the campaigns feeds into the others. The Marines campaign does follow a lot of the beats of the movie, at least in some respects, like early on. This whole section, well, not this specific bit, but this section of their campaign, the Marines campaign, is modelled on the look of the colony. And we further on, like I think it's the next level, or later on in this level, we get deeper into the colony, and it's a lot like the exploration bit in Aliens, where they're sort of wandering around the colony. They haven't met the aliens yet, and it feels a lot like that. Generally, the Marines campaign is more horror focused. It's more a traditional shooter, though to some extent the Predators campaign is also just a shooter. You're just a lot stronger shooter than the Marine. See if you can notice this. Oh, did you see it? The map change. There's a lot of scripting going on in this level. Nothing really to be afraid of, just a lot of events and explosions. So essentially what was happening here is there was the colony, or I think it's called, was it the Forward Operations no, is it the POGs? No, the POGs are the research facility. I think this is the Forward Operations Complex or something. It is the colony, essentially. This has been overrun by aliens, and there's also some predators stalking about. And what we're seeing here is some of the last few survivors who were prisoners, like convict labourers, were trying to escape. So they have this plan, I think, to get some guns and I guess that truck or some trucks and escape, but they're being hunted by at least one predator. hence the bodies up there and the event we saw. I don't know if this is supposed to be the Predator's handiwork or what. But yeah, the Marines gameplay is pretty standard. FPS territory, like handgun. Oh, okay, he's just blowing those up. So you got close quarter weapon, stabby knife, pistol. We get a shotgun too, and obviously the pulse rifle is basically our assault rifle or automatic weapon machine gun. Oh, okay, that's it. Primary operations complex, and then the POGs, the research facility. Jesus. I really like the design of the models in this though, like all the characters look interesting. Like this is a generic convict labourer model, but it looks really well done. It really fits the universe. Interestingly enough, there was 2 prisoners on the bridge that got I think they were caught in an explosion. You know, it set off that explosion that damaged the bridge, but before that there was another explosion that killed them. And one of them is actually a black reskin of this model. I think it's the only time you see that variant of the model, which is interesting because you see that white one look all the time. Oh dear. Are you okay? Oops. But yeah, I think that's the only time you see that black reskin of that model, which is really interesting. Even though the convict labourers turn up in quite a few different places in the game.
Major McCain, we've reached the southeast entrance. Doesn't look like anybody's home. Security systems are offline.
We're picking up some scattered energy sources. Probably emergency backups. Still no response on the emergency channel, sir.
Keep trying. Hall, proceed to the power core.
Yes, sir.
All right, we're airborne. Harrison, I hope to God you're still on track.
Oh, more bodies. So I think those are 2 more prisoners. Oh yeah, I should read that as well. I mean, overall, I think it does a really good job of capturing the feel of the movies. Like you feel like a Marine from the Aliens movie. And I think stuff like the hacking and the radio chatter is really a big part of that. It seems like they spent a lot of time like trying to get the feel right for the campaign, as well as the story's really good as well, but like you feel like a Marine sort of thing.
Major, we're at the power core.
How's it look?
Okay. Duke is researching restarting the system.
Looks like the whole system was shut off. So once the main grid is online, we'll still have to reset the local relays to get the lights back on in each sector. When you finish there, find the landing bay and get the systems online so we can land this bird.
What about Harrison?
We have to assume he won't make it.